What's up, Space Pirates? This is your captain, the effortlessly effervescent Dr. Disaster, and normal people feel regret after making a bad choice that backfires magnificently.
I immediately regret this decision.
You'd think that this would be IGN right now, because after writing their hit piece and playing their part in trying to damage the game developer that made Black Myth Wukong, the game has gone on to become the #1 wish-listed game on Steam. Gamers are rallying around Wukong because it looks pretty good, and also because we are tired of the likes of IGN and Sweet Baby Inc. We will support anything that challenges these anti-gamer companies. IGN, however, has doubled down on their hit piece, but it won't matter. They might not like us, but clearly the Gamergate crowd have impressive numbers.
A new power is rising. Its victory is at hand. To war!
Alright, me hearties, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and also, don't forget to follow me over on Twitter, where I keep a list of woke/DEI infested games pinned to my account at all times. My handle on that platform is Dr. Disaster 1. And well, as I said a minute ago, Black Myth Wukong has become the most wish-listed game on Steam. Even more encouraging, according to this article from Techno.com, link in the description, Wukong pre-sales sold out instantly. On June 10th, Chinese developer Game Science started the pre-sale of its upcoming action role-playing game Black Myth Wukong, which sold out within seconds. Currently, reservations on the e-commerce platform JD have exceeded 1 million.
Most impressive.
Now what that means is that we are seeing some real numbers pour in for the developer Game Science already. Once again, we have an up-and-coming developer from an Asian company that's putting something out free of woke DEI shit, and it's selling like gangbusters. Right now, this is a niche in the industry. They are filling a void after major gaming developers abandoned making fun games in favor of catering to the game journalist class instead of pleasing actual gamers. Eventually, I expect more Asian companies who come from a culture comparatively unblemished by the woke mind virus to take the cue from the likes of Stellar Blade and Wukong, and they will make games that are simply fun, games that aren't preaching to us. They won't give a shit about DEI quotas, and this will no longer be just a niche in the industry. It will become the industry. So that's good for developers like Game Science and Shift Up, and it's good for gamers. But conversely, things aren't looking as good for the dingleberries over at IGN, who are learning their place in the gaming community.
You have no power here.
Once again, despite all their crying and wailing and their gnashing of teeth about this so-called sexism from this Chinese developer, and frankly, I don't give a shit if there was sexism. I don't care at all. The only thing I care about is whether or not they made a game that's fun to play. But even after IGN tried to smear this company, the game is selling well. And now, Rebecca Valentine, the author of the original IGN hit piece, put out a statement discussing the game, and the idiots at IGN have doubled down on their position. Mark Kern, the former team lead for the original World of Warcraft, tweeted this. He said, IGN releases a statement via original Black Myth Wukong hit piece author Rebecca Valentine. fails to address the mistranslated text. And yeah, that's what some people are claiming, that IGN based their sexism claims against game science on a mistranslation. But since I don't speak Chinese, I can't verify that personally. But anyhow, Rebecca Valentine fails to address the mistranslation, demands developer address her false claims against them, demands the developer she attacked to defend her personally for making those false claims, whines that there are no femme-coded characters in the game, whatever that is. You can't make this shit up. Defend me as I attack you, game science.
You're a moron!
At some point, you would think these buffoons would learn that they have no leverage here, especially not over Asian companies who exist in a world separate from the ideologically captured woke AAA companies in the West. These companies over in places like China don't care about your cancel pig nonsense. That is why game science called out the alleged extortion attempt against them by Sweet Baby Inc. to make them pay $7 million in order to ruin their game.
No, I don't think I will.
Twitter user Wolf's Head broke down how this whole thing works in a comprehensive way that I really liked. The tweet says, "Here is how the scam works. Fake journalists and their cancel pig accomplices complain about lack of representation. Video game studios cower in fear because they may lose ESG investment. Sweet Baby Inc. swoops in and says, 'Pay us to make these problems go away.' The studio then hires Sweet Baby. They then inject the video game with Marxist DEI nonsense. Fake video game journalists praise the studio's DEI efforts. Players receive the horrible, unplayable woke game. The game flops, the studio closes, the developers are laid off. Fake journalists blame racist, bigoted gamers, rinse and repeat with a new studio. The problem is that a Chinese company like Game Science will not play along with number 2 on this 10-step plan. They won't cower in fear because, despite the fact that I'm not exactly a big fan of the Chinese government, the Chinese culture is relatively free of all this woke crap that has infested the West."
Free!
The outlet PC Gamer has joined in on the smear tactics. They released this article talking about their experience with the game's demo, and in the article, as you can see right here, they bring up the attempt at a manufactured controversy. They wrote, "You might remember Game Science as the subject of a 2023 IGN report detailing a history of sexism from one of its founders, as well as a wider company culture of misogyny." Yeah, that doesn't really seem like it belongs in an article talking about gameplay, does it? But these nincompoops can't help themselves. The media is circling the wagons, doubling down on the claims of sexism, but it doesn't look like it's gonna work, and companies like Game Science are laying out the blueprint for how to save the industry. But I'm gonna leave it there. What do you think about what's going on? Drop your thoughts in the comment section below, and we will talk there.
Thanks for watching, me hearties. If you haven't already, your captain is inviting you to subscribe to the channel and become a part of the crew. Life as a space pirate may not be glamorous, but there's always plenty of booty.